There are 4 valves are there inside our heart. Valves are the structures inside the heart which regulate the blood flow, and as well as it also gives the direction for the blood flow. 2 valves are there on the right side of the heart which controls the function of the impure blood. There are 2 valves are there on the left side of the heart which controls the function and flow of the blood on the left side of the heart. The right side of the heart deals with the impure blood and the left side of the heart deals with the pure blood. These valves are called tricuspid valve and pulmonary valve on the right side, mitral valve and aortic valve on the left side. These valves gets affected by various diseases. Diseases of the heart valve is one of the commonest form of heart disease worldwide. The cause for the heart valve disease varies in various countries also, as well as in regions. For example, in Western world, the cause of the heart valve disease is mainly due to degenerative disease, whereas in developing countries, especially Asian countries like India, the main cause of heart valve disease is rheumatic heart disease, which is caused by an infection by a bacteria of Streptococci variety. Let us see the function of the normal valves. The normal valve allows the blood flow from the upper chamber of the heart to the lower chamber only, and again from the lower chamber to the main arteries, that is aorta and pulmonary arteries. When the disease is affected, these valves gets damaged. Either these valves becomes small, what is known as a stenosis, or it becomes very large, what is known as a dilatation, or sometimes in some conditions both stenosis and valve dilatation can occur. Today we will discuss about the diseases affecting the heart valves. There are 4 valves are there inside our heart. The normal function of the heart valves are the controlling the flow of blood as well as direction of the blood inside the heart. Out of 4 valves, 2 of them are on the right side of the heart which deals with the impure blood. The 2 valves are there on the left side of the heart which deals with the pure blood. The 2 valves on the right side of the heart are tricuspid valve and pulmonary valve. The 2 valves on the left side of the heart, they are called mitral valve and aortic valve. These valves normally control the flow of blood, but at times it gets affected by disease. Diseases of the heart valves are one of the commonest heart problem, especially in some part of the world. The cause of the heart valve disease varies in different countries or regions. For example, in Western world, the main cause of heart valve disease is degeneration or calcification of the valves, whereas in developing countries like India and other developing countries, the main cause of heart valve disease are rheumatic heart disease. The rheumatic heart disease is caused by a bacterial infection which belongs to Streptococci family. When the heart valve is affected by disease, it goes into three changes. One, it can shrink or it is known as stenosis. Two, it will dilate. Three, the both combination of stenosis and dilatation can be there. When the valves are stenosed, the blood flow through the valve becomes obstructed, causing hemodynamic or change in the blood flow and thereby affecting the patient and producing symptoms. Again, when the valves becomes dilated or bigger than normal, the valves won't properly close, thereby the valve allows the blood to go backwards, otherwise it produces leak in the valve, otherwise known as a regurgitation in medical term. In some cases, both regurgitation as well as stenosis may be there. Now let us see first the commonest cause what we see in our country. The heart valve disease are more common in females than males slightly. The main cause of heart valve disease, especially mitral valve and aortic valve in our country or in India, is rheumatic fever. What happens is the rheumatic fever occurs very early in age, something between the age of 5 to 15 years, which may be very severe or may not be severe. Once that disease of acute rheumatic fever subsides, some percentage of the patient for some reason or other develop heart valve problem, leading to heart valve stenosis or heart valve dilatation, or sometimes combination of both. The rheumatic activity once subsides, which occurs in very young age, the process of stenosis or regurgitation or due to the thickening of the valve continues to the adult age, and generally there will be 10 to 20 years of period between the affection of the infection by the rheumatic fever and the heart valve problem which causes the symptoms. For example, the main symptoms for the heart valve problems are: 1. Dyspnea on exertion, otherwise breathing difficulty while doing exercise or some effort. This is classified into 4 stages. Stage 1 or NIHA, New York Heart Association classification, called as 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, the disease produces very mild symptoms. The patient can continue with his work as well as activity, but slightly gets breathing difficulty. In 2, they get difficulty more, but they can do the routine work. In 3, they may not be able to do in routine work also, and in stage 4, they have breathing difficulty while taking rest also. The commonest heart valve problem seen is mitral stenosis. Mitral stenosis is the shrinkage or the mitral valve, which is on the left side of the heart, becomes small, thereby obstructing the blood flow from the left atrium to the left ventricle, thereby increasing the pressure in the left atrium and causing the pressure effect on the lung vasculature and lung blood pressure. At the same time, as the forward blood flow through the mitral valve becomes less, the blood flow to the body also decreases, causing the fatigue. The common symptoms are dyspnea on exertion or dyspnea on activity, which gradually increases over a period of time. The other symptoms are sometimes they will have hemoptysis, otherwise spitting of blood. One of the commonest and the dreaded problem of severe mitral stenosis is paroxysmal nocturnal dyspnea, otherwise causing severe breathing difficulty while sleeping, especially sleeping for about 2 to 3 hours in the night. The patient gets a choking sensation, he gets up with the severe breathing difficulty, and there will be severe effort from him to take labor and breathe. It is an emergency condition in which the patient should be shifted to hospital and given the proper care. If proper care is not given for a patient with pulmonary edema, otherwise acute pulmonary edema, or it is called as acute pulmonary edema or paroxysmal nocturnal dyspnea, PND, they may die also. But if proper treatment is given, this patient can be stabilized and later they can be taken for the definitive treatment. In the case of mitral regurgitation, otherwise the blood leaking in the mitral valve backwards, that also causes the symptoms similar to the stenosis, but the dyspnea or the breathing difficulty while doing exercise is slow one and it takes several years. The diseases affecting the aortic valve is another more common. Again, rheumatic heart disease is more common in developing countries, but in developed countries the most common cause for aortic stenosis is the calcification of the aorta, otherwise deposition of the calcium material heavily in the valve, which restricts or which prevents the proper opening of the aortic valve, thereby increasing the pressure difference between the major blood vessel called aorta and left ventricle, thereby damaging the left ventricle and causing the symptoms. Generally, the patients with aortic stenosis, which is due to the calcification or degeneration, usually presents in the mid-age, something like from the age of 35 onwards. Rheumatic heart disease affects more younger age group and also for female groups are more, whereas calcification due to calcification and aortic stenosis or aortic regurgitation. Aortic regurgitation means blood coming backwards in the aorta. These are more common in rheumatic heart disease in our country. There will be a lot of time gap between the starting of the disease and the stage to which they reach to produce the symptoms. Once the symptoms are produced, the disease is already far advanced. So, any patient who has been diagnosed with rheumatic or non-rheumatic type of aortic or mitral valve disease should be on medical checkup regularly, and sometimes they may have to take certain medications.